What I'm about to share with you in this video might challenge some of the standard advice you've been hearing, not only from your FMOs, but also other marketing companies in this industry. Because let's be real, if you've tried to grow using direct mail, DIY Facebook ads, or even hired a marketing agency that promised you the world and under-delivered, you're not alone. Most of the agents we talk to have tried it all. You pour your money into direct mail only to get a 1% response rate, if even that. You try to run Facebook ads yourself, but you're not sure if it's the creative, the targeting, or even the landing page, and that's broken. And when you hire outside help, you get high volume, low quality leads that don't convert. And then the agency blames you for not closing. It's no wonder most agents feel burned out on marketing altogether. But here's the good news. There is a better way. We've helped over 250 agents generate more than 96,000 RSVPs using our proven seminar marketing system. In this video, we'll show you exactly how that works. By the end of this video, you'll understand the exact seminar marketing system that's helped agencies across the country create predictable growth month after month. And if it resonates with you, you'll have the chance to book a free marketing diagnostic call where we'll show you exactly how to implement this in your business. Let's go ahead and dive in. Now, let me be upfront about who this is for and who it's not for, because transparency matters. This is for you if you're a Medicare agency owner or independent agent who wants consistent, predictable lead flow instead of relying on referrals alone. You present well, you genuinely care about helping seniors, and you want face-to-face appointments with qualified prospects. It also helps if you're savvy enough to sell multiple products in addition to Medicare, like life insurance, annuities, final expense, because that's where sustainable income comes from. And you're working in or near a populated area with at least 40,000 people total population. This is not for you if you're brand new to the industry without any sales experience or a budget to invest in growth. You're not willing to follow up with leads or stick to a proven process. You expect immediate returns without any relationship building or nurture. You're still getting 2% plus response rates on direct mail, and that's working well for you. You're happy and content growing at the pace referrals come to you, or if you're already maxed out and genuinely can't handle any more appointments. I believe in being honest about fit because when we work with the right people, then everybody wins. So if you're still here, you're probably wondering, why does direct mail keep getting worse even as it gets more expensive? Are Facebook ads even worth trying anymore? How do I scale without relying on referrals? And seriously, what are the top producers doing that I'm not? You're not wrong to ask. The marketing landscape has changed. What used to work just doesn't cut it anymore. And the truth is, guessing your way through it isn't a strategy, it's a recipe for burnout. I mean, look, deep down, most agents are just trying to stop guessing where their next client's going to come from. They want to stop praying for walk-ins, stop wondering if this week's mailer will actually get any calls, and finally get off the roller coaster of inconsistent growth. What they want is pretty simple: a clear path, a steady stream of quality appointments, and a system that works even when they're not grinding 24/7. And when you can get this right, you know exactly where your next appointment is coming from. And look, you can finally train and retain great agents because they're walking into warm rooms instead of constantly chasing down cold prospects. You can serve your clients better, follow up stronger, and scale with confidence. This is the foundation that lets you actually build a real business instead of just another side hustle. And then just a quick intro slide about me. My name's John Ellis, one of the owners here at Keywave Digital. Got a couple photos here. You got, of course, the two doggos, my wife and I, and then also a picture of me here in the military. I did about 10 years in the Army. Now, back in 2018, we started Keywave Digital, working with all types of businesses, roofers, towing companies, you name it. But everything shifted at the end of that first year when one of our newer clients came to us with a challenge. He had a Medicare seminar coming up with only a few RSVPs from his mail campaign, and he really needed our help to fill the room. So we applied our marketing expertise and launched a campaign that generated over 20 attendees in just a few days. The agent was absolutely thrilled with this. We'd been running other lead gen efforts for him already, but this seminar was a pretty big deal to him, and time was running out. His mail campaign had already finished and barely moved the needle. We were essentially the last shot to make this event work. He was so impressed with the results, He immediately told his FMO, and that kicked off a conversation that pretty much changed the direction of our entire agency. We realized then there was a huge need for reliable, scalable seminar systems in the Medicare space. So then we went all in. Since then, we've also tested virtually every type of digital campaign in the Medicare market you could imagine. So quiz funnels, consultation funnels, giveaway funnels, Google ads, YouTube ads, lead magnets. And here's what we learned. Most digital campaigns work really well initially, but they tend to lose effectiveness over time as the markets saturate and the platforms change. Seminars, on the other hand, have delivered consistent results every single time for us since 2019 through market changes, algorithm updates, and various industry shifts. Why? Because they're built on fundamental human psychology. People want to learn from trusted experts in their community and not be sold a product that may or may not be for them. Now, why is that? Because they're built on fundamental human psychology. People want to learn from trusted experts in their community and not be sold a product that may not be for them. And today, we run hundreds of campaigns per month for agents across the country. Here's the challenge with traditional Medicare marketing approaches. Most agents are using methods that worked well 10 to 15 years ago, but are becoming less effective today. Calling through old lead lists where people just aren't picking up the phone as much as they used to, direct mail campaigns that now get 1% response rates if you're lucky, trying to figure out Facebook ads yourself with mixed results, or relying primarily on referrals, which are unpredictable and limit your growth potential. And the results of that, unpredictable income and growth, difficulty reaching people who actually want to speak with you, leads that feel cold and uninterested, and agents getting frustrated and leaving your team. Now, we approach this differently. Instead of chasing prospects, we created a system that brings qualified, interested seniors to you. We position you as the local Medicare expert through educational seminars, and then we fill those rooms using modern digital strategies. Now, seminars aren't new. They're a tried and true approach that's been working for years. The problem is they've primarily been advertised through direct mail, and that's not working as well for most people these days. We've taken this proven model and added a modern approach with better traffic sources. When you combine seminars with precise targeting, automation, and systematic follow-up, they become incredibly powerful. You then become the obvious choice in your local market. And when you can get this right, you're not waking up wondering where your next lead is coming from. You're not constantly checking your CRM or chasing people who don't respond. Instead, you walk into rooms full of curious seniors who want your help navigating Medicare. You spend your time having real conversations and not cold calling. Your team stays busy, your calendar fills up, and your business begins to gain momentum. Your brand grows with referrals, reviews, and real reputation in the community. This isn't just about filling seminars, it's about building a repeatable system that creates consistent opportunities so that you can grow with confidence. Let me walk you through what our modern seminar marketing system actually looks like. It's organized around 3 clear phases. The first phase is plan. This is where most agencies miss the mark before they even start. So before you invest in any marketing, we ensure your seminar is structured for success. And that starts with 3 key ingredients. First is the right venue. Not every location draws the right crowd. You need a venue that feels safe, familiar, and appealing to your audience. We've seen agents pick flashy or unconventional spots that sound fun, but they don't actually perform. One client tried a trendy venue that didn't resonate. The result, high cost per lead and low turnout. We then had them switch to a location we recommended, and their next event crushed it. The second is strategic timing. Seminar performance is heavily influenced by the day of the week and the time of day. After running thousands of events, we know the sweet spots for driving RSVPs and attendance. And we guide you to pick a schedule that stacks the odds in your favor. The third is irresistible offer framing. The way you position the invitation makes or breaks your response rate. A seminar that sounds generic or confusing won't drive signups. We help you frame your offer in a way that makes people say, I need to be there. Because even excellent marketing can't overcome a bad offer. When you nail the planning phase, everything else becomes much easier, more efficient, and more profitable. The second phase is promote. Now, here's where we generate the actual RSVPs. Most agents still rely on outdated strategies like direct mail that barely performs, or ad campaigns that are built on generic, recycled offers. They try something for a few weeks, they don't see results, then they jump to the next thing. There's no system there and there's no consistency. What we do instead is launch a well-orchestrated campaign that's built on clear messaging, precise targeting, and an offer system that's been tested and refined across markets. We handle the full setup and ongoing optimization, so you're not left guessing, what to tweak or whether it's even working. And unlike agents who still depend on taking RSVP calls manually, our system runs continuously. It captures leads 24/7, follows up automatically, and never stops when you're busy or out in the field. The result of that is a reliable flow of 25 to 40 RSVPs per seminar every time. The third and final phase is maximize. Now here's where most agencies leave a lot of money on the table. They focus only on getting RSVPs, but RSVPs don't generate income. Appointments do, and relationships do. Our system ensures you maximize every aspect of the seminar process. Strategic follow-up that turns RSVPs into actual attendees. We typically see 50 to 60% attendance, so 15 to 25 people in the room. Clear seminar structure that naturally leads to appointment bookings. And then this is the part that most agents overlook. They host the event, get a few appointments, but then they move on. But the real opportunity is in what happens after the seminar. Because not everybody's ready to book on the spot. Some are still a few months out, others need to talk with family or weigh their options. That doesn't mean they're not valuable, it just means that they need time. This is where our system shines. We help you stay top of mind with automated follow-up, ongoing nurture, and timely reminders. So when they are ready, you're the one they reach out to. You'll also see referrals come in from people who attended your seminar, even if they didn't buy. Why? Because they had a great experience and now they trust you. And here's the one that most people miss. Reviews. You don't need to close someone in order to earn a review. If they attended your seminar and found value, that's enough to ask. And those reviews, they make you more findable on Google search, more trusted, and they stack up over time. Month after month, your seminars compound. One event feeds the next. Your pipeline grows, your brand builds, and your ROI isn't just from the seminar, it's from the ecosystem that it creates. Now let me share some real results from actual clients. Senior insurance brokers had been around for over 25 years with a loyal client base and a solid reputation. But despite their legacy, they were starting to feel a little bit stuck. Their team was relying on outdated lead lists, some over 15 years old, and struggling to recruit and retain agents without a steady stream of qualified prospects. Matt Allen, who's their director of sales, knew that something had to change. He had tried Facebook ads himself. He told us he thought, since he was a millennial that he could figure it out, but it ended up being a total flop. The leads were stale and agents were spinning their wheels, and then morale was low. When they partnered with us in 2023, they didn't overhaul their process. They simply layered in our seminar marketing system. We handled the ads, RSVPs, and follow-up, so Matt and his team could focus on what they do best, which is helping people in person. They ended up growing from 15 to 32 agents in under a year. They hit 2 back-to-back $1 million plus production months during AEP, and they boosted agent retention over 90% thanks to steady, high-quality leads. Matt told us it's been the biggest differentiator in their company in the last 10 years. He now spends more time training agents and perfecting their seminar delivery, because he's no longer buried in marketing logistics. And the best part is, their brand continues to grow without sacrificing the personal, face-to-face care that built their business in the first place. Paul Zobel wanted to grow, but not just by throwing more money at marketing. He wanted something more predictable, something that was scalable, something that would actually bring in qualified seniors who wanted Medicare help. He initially started small, testing our seminar system by himself. The results spoke for themselves. Within a little over a year, Paul had run 238 events and generated roughly 3,900 RSVPs. He closed 730 Medicare Advantage and 220 Medicare supplement plans. He also built a team of 15 plus agents to keep up with demand. Now with our automated RSVP system and targeted campaigns, Paul's team no longer wastes time on cold calling or chasing no-shows. They walk into the rooms, full of curious, motivated seniors who are already leaning in. As Paul said himself, we don't talk to people who don't want to talk to us anymore. That single sentence sums up the exact shift. Less friction, more impact, and a business model that scales without sacrificing your sanity. These represent typical results when the system is implemented correctly. So here's where we are. You've seen the system, you understand how it works, and you've seen the results from real agencies. You now have a choice to make. You can continue with your current approach, and if that's working well for you, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with sticking with what works. Or if you're ready to explore a more systematic approach to growing your agency, I'd like to invite you to book a free marketing diagnostic call with our team. Now, on this call, we'll review your current marketing approach and identify opportunities to improve. We'll discuss the specific challenges in your current market and map out how this system could work for your particular situation. This is going to be a genuine diagnostic session. We'll provide value whether you decide to work with us or not, and we only do a limited number of these calls each week because we want to ensure we can give each conversation the proper attention. If you're thinking, you know what, I'd like to have more predictable growth and become the go-to Medicare expert in my area, then go ahead and click the link below this video and schedule your call. Whether you're just getting started or you're already successful and want to scale further, we'll show you exactly how the system could work for your specific situation. The agencies that are thriving in this industry aren't necessarily smarter or more experienced. They just use better systems and processes. If you're ready to explore what that could look like for you, click the link below and let's have a conversation.